latest update on this defective phone. Hey, I can see my reflection. Hi. Anyway, this is the ZTE Z Max Pro. And this is the third phone that I've had so far. I've had to send this back twice. The first one I sent back was the worst because the touchscreen was almost unusable half the time. I remember in the first video I talked about this. Half the time I tried to even scroll through stuff, it would keep acting all choppy and pressing on random shit. So it'd be so irritating to use it at all because it'd keep doing that. So I sent it back, and then I got a warranty replacement where they basically swapped the defective one and gave me the same phone again from the factory. So they sent me a new one, and then it seemed fine at first, but then after a while I started trying to play some games on it. And when I tried using two fingers at the same time, like on first-person shooters or something, where you'd use one finger to like move around and another finger to look around or to hold something to run or whatever, I'd use two fingers at the same time and the whole screen would become unresponsive. So I tried to ignore it because, you know, at least I could, on the new one that I got, I could at least swipe up and down, and I didn't have that problem with swiping anymore. But then I had the problem with using multiple fingers at the same time, and that was annoying, but I was trying to ignore it. But after a while, I got sick of it, so I sent it back again, and they gave me another warranty replacement. So this is the third one right now that I've had. Luckily it hasn't cost me anything. They swapped it for free, so this is the third one that I have right now. And I've had this for about 3 or 4 days so far, and it still has the same damn touchscreen problems. What the hell's wrong with this thing? This is like a widespread issue with this defective touchscreen. It has a crappy digitizer, and ZTE doesn't really seem to give a shit about fixing it. I've heard on the ZTE website a lot of people are complaining that this particular phone is having touchscreen problems and they don't seem to care about fixing it. So no matter how many times I try to send this back for a replacement, I keep having the same touchscreen problems. So I guess I'm stuck with this phone for a while until I can get another, until I can eventually find a different phone. I'm probably going to just get like an LG phone or a Samsung phone. I'm most likely going to try LG because I haven't tried an LG phone yet. So the next phone I'm going to get is probably going to be LG. Fuck ZTE. I'm done with ZTE. They're such a pain in the ass. I'll use this phone as my main phone for now because it still works as just, using it as a phone and all that crap. But when it comes to playing, high quality games where you have to use multiple fingers at the same time, it gets kind of irritating after a while. So I guess I'll just use it mostly as a phone. So I don't really care. But whenever I can get a different phone, I'm not getting ZTE anymore. Because I went through so much hassle trying to see if they could just take this one back and let me get an entirely different phone. But they wouldn't let me do that. They told me to call the company directly, and then they didn't do jack shit for me. They told me to go back to the store, and then they told me to call customer support, and then they told me to go back to the store, and then I went back to the store again, and they told me that they couldn't do anything, call customer support, and then I started getting pissed off, and I was like, I already did all that shit, and they told me to just come back here. What the hell's wrong with you? Do you even know how to do your damn job? Quit being a pain in the ass and help me. So, apparently the most they could do is just swap the defective phone for the same phone again, and I kept telling them that this is a widespread issue, so if they just give me the same phone again, I'm gonna have the same damn problems, but they didn't seem to give a shit. So I go, yeah, I'm pretty much stuck with this phone. And it's not that it's a bad phone, it's the biggest screen I've ever seen on a budget phone. And it has some pretty good hardware, it has a decent camera and all that crap, a good looking design. It's just, that's why it's a real shame that all of all of this has to be ruined. This great phone has to be ruined, all because of this defective touchscreen problem. So sadly, because of this tiny but huge problem, this tiny problem that's making such a big impact, because of this will be my last ZTE phone. I'm sticking with big branded phones from now on, damn it. So I guess that's the last update on this stupid phone. I'll be sure to make more stupid updates on whenever I get a new phone. Whenever I get my LG phone, that is. I'll probably be getting that in the next month or two. Probably a couple months from now. So I'll be sure to make videos on that. Stay tuned for more videos. See you, folks.